Good evening everyone, welcome back once again. I am Nazif Usman. Into this video I am going to teach you how to make carousel for your content. So I know most of you don't know carousel design, what carousel is all about. Okay, so carousel design is just a 9 or 10 page Instagram post that you can use to connect, communicate and sell to your audience. Okay, you can make use of carousel for some social media as well, but it is mainly used as Instagram content. So that is how you are going to make a carousel. You will make it for your Instagram content. Okay, so as you can see now, this particular carousel design I have from 1 to 9 pages, as you can see. Okay, so and there is some size that you have to use, some size that is supposed to use for your carousel. You can make use of, like, you can design a square carousel design, and for you to design a square carousel design, you are going to make use of 3200 by 3200 custom size. Okay, and you can design portrait carousel design as well. So this particular one that you are seeing now is a portrait carousel design, and the standard size that I use for this one is I used a custom size of 3200 by 4050. I hope you guys are getting it. Okay, so one of the most important things that you have to take care, that you have to note when trying to design a carousel, is your first page. You must talk about your title. Okay, as you can see now, this is my first page of the carousel design. So the first page will be talking about your title. Okay, and you will be trying as much as you can to catch people attention. Okay, so as you can see now, in this my first page, I wrote 7 skills of entrepreneurial mindset. Okay, so you can use numbers to catch attention, you can use question to catch attention. Okay, and you can also use people to catch attention, and you can also use question, as I told you already, like how to be a successful entrepreneur. You can do something like that. Okay, so as you can see now, I made use of numbers. Okay, and try as much as you can to make sure that your first page look very amazing and beautiful. Okay, you can make use of any picture. As you can see now, I made use of my picture here, or anything that will be able to catch people attention. Okay, and you can put your logo here. As you can see now, this is my logo, Native Graphic, and I put my picture here. And you can also put like swipe icon, sorry, that is showing that people should swipe in order to go to the next page. Okay, so you see, this is my second page, who's an entrepreneur. I explained who is an entrepreneur first, and I said, however, as an entrepreneur, there is some fundamental skills that you have to possess in order to step forward and take your business to the next level. So in my third page, I start giving out the 7 skills that you have to possess as an entrepreneur. You see. Okay, so this one I think is like I skip one here. Okay, so this is not the main important of us being here. The main important of us being here is for you to understand how to design a carousel design. Okay, I mistakenly deleted the number 1 skill here. Okay, so and the one thing that I want to show you is, after you have written all your content into this page, you can make it 5 page, 6 page, 7 page, depending on how much your content is. Okay, it depends on your content. You can make use of 5 or 6 pages or something like that. So and at the end, after you have written all your content, your last page should be like this, the page that will be ask people, and you can make use of any picture of your choice as well. As you can see now, after I mentioned all the 7 skills, I said, how do you intend to apply them? You can ask question like, how do you intend to apply them, and like, how many skills do you know apart from the skill mentioned here? Apart from all these 7 skills of entrepreneurial mindset, how many skills have you know? So and you see there is a like icon, share icon, save icon, and a comment icon like that. Okay, so one thing that I want you to take note is when designing your carousel, you have to structure your writing very well. You have to structure it very well. Okay, as you can see now, this page has logo up here. Okay, I hope you are seeing it. This one too has logo. Okay, so almost all the pages, not almost all the pages, I insert my logo. As you can see now, all of them, my logo is there. So that is how you guys are going to do it. You see, and you can decide to, let me show you something. You can decide to write your handle here. I've forgotten to write my handle here, so you can write your Instagram handle here. Okay, and you can write numbers. Like for example, let me go back to the first page. For example, you can write 001 here. Okay, and resize it very well. And you can write second page here. You can write 02 here, for example, and resize it very well. Sorry, I'm just trying to show you how to do it. You shall give each of your page a number, okay, from the beginning to the end. So without wasting much of time, let's start the practical. Okay, so this size that I use, I made use of 3200 by 450. So let me just add another page here to show you how to do the first page. Okay, to show you how to design how I accomplish this particular design in my first page. Okay, so without wasting much of time, what you do is you click on this plus sign here. After you click on this plus sign here, then you go to your gallery to go and import any picture or background of your choice. So I made use of one particular background, one particular picture. So let me go and look for it. Okay, so I made use of this particular picture that you are seeing now. I put it inside my background. So you will just click on add to page. Okay, then what you do is you'll come and position it somewhere around here. You can make use of any background of your choice, the one that will be suitable for your page. Okay, so we are going to expand it like this. Make sure it covers every part of your page like this. Okay, so the very next thing that you do now is you can go and lock it. You can make use of this lock sign to lock it. So after you have successfully locked it, you click on this plus sign down here again. You come over to element. I don't know why these messages keep on disturbing me, because I own my data. Okay, then you choose this shelf here. Okay, I want to choose this square shelf. You make use of your hand to increase its size. Make sure it covers every part of your page. Okay, then what you do next now is you will click on this color here. Then you change the color to blue color, this particular, green color. Okay, then after you change the color to green color, then you scroll down like this, click on this transparency. Then you are going to reduce the transparency a little bit like this. Okay, let me just make it 90. As of there, you shall make use of 90 transparency. Okay, so you just make use of 90 like this. Okay, so next thing that you'll do now is let me go and look for the thing that I do, the first page. Okay, so this thing that you'll do now is you'll go and import this picture from your phone gallery. So let me go and import it. And for you to do that, you click on this plus sign here. These messages are disturbing me. Okay, you go over to your gallery, then you go and choose the picture. Okay, any picture of your choice. So this is the particular picture that I use here. Okay, let me click on add to page. So the reason why you see I'm using a green color is I'm using a green color as my brand color. Okay, So it's not necessary for you to use this green color. You can make use of any color if you want to use any. If you have a brown color, you can go ahead and use it. So if you look at this picture, you see it has a background. Okay, so I'm going to remove this picture background now, and you will not be able to remove this picture background if you are not using a Canva Pro. If you are a Canva Pro user, you can remove it instantly from your Canva app. Okay, and for you to do that, you just click on this effect. After you click on this effect, then you click on this BG remover. Okay, so you see, you'll not be able to remove it unless if you are using a Canva Pro. Okay, so this particular Canva that I'm using now is I'm using free Canva app. Okay, so let me just go and make use of the one that I remove it using my remove BG app. So using my remove BG website. So let me just go and look for it there. I think I removed this picture background somewhere. Okay, let me just go to my removebg.com because I'm not using Canva Pro in this particular tutorial. Okay, so let me just go and search for remove BG and remove the picture background. Let me remove it background. You search for remove.bg. okay, to your Chrome browser. Click on upload image. Then you go and look for the image where it is. I know by now you know how to remove the background from any photo since you know how to do that. So let me go and look for it. It's inside this download folder. Let me go and remove the background. So this is the picture here. See uploading image. Okay, so you just click on this download to download your image after you remove it background. Okay, so as you can see now, I have successfully removed the background of this picture. So let me go back to my Canva application. So that this video is getting long. Okay, so let me go back to the page that I'm working on. So here is the page that I'm working on. Let me go and import the picture that I just remove it background. Okay, so it is here already. So as you can see now, the background of this picture has been removed. Okay, so you can make use of your hand to adjust it properly. Okay, let me look at the reference material. Okay, so let me increase its size like this. I think it is positioned somewhere around here. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do now is I'm going to import this particular logo of here. This is the Zips graphic logo that you are seeing now of this one. Okay, so it's just very simple. What to do now is click on this plus sign here. You come to this element, and then you search your name logo. So me, I'm going to write NZ logo. I'm going to search for NZ logo. Okay, NZ logo. So you can search for your name, like some letters of your name. Okay, let me search for it here. Okay, so let me try another one. Let me give a space. NZ logo. Okay, so as you can see now, you will see many logos here. Okay, because I searched for NZ logo, so let me go and look for the exact one I use here. Let me go and look for anyone. Okay, so this is the particular logo that I use. Okay, so let me just use it. You see, it is a pro one. So the time I made use of it, I am using Canva Pro application. Okay, so you will not be able to, after you have finished your design, you will not be able to, if you made use of any pro template or resources, you will not be able to download it, like download your design, unless you subscribe to Canva Pro or you are using Canva Pro. Okay, so let me just go and place it up here, somewhere around here. Okay, then let me see the color, how the color look like. Okay, white and what and red. Okay, so let me color it. You'll color this one to white, the first one, then you'll color this one red, because as you can see, the logo has two colors, as simple as this, at that. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to show you now is, let me go and search for this guy. Okay, let me go and search for it and see if I can get it. Okay, so just search for mindset. Okay, search for mindset, like you search for one particular image that is trying to demonstrate mindset. Okay, I will show you mindset or something like that. So let me go down and search for it, the particular one I use. Okay, okay, so I think this is the one I use. This is the particular one I use. Okay, so what you do is you lose, okay, you lose, reduce its size like this. You go and place it somewhere around here and change the color to white color like this. I hope someone is following me. So that is how I achieve this. And the remaining things, I know you'll be able to do them. You are going to write in the zips graphic and position it here. Then in this one you will import shape, reduce its size and write Nazif Usman and color it to blue color, to green color, sorry. Then you'll do all this writing, but let me show you the fonts that I use for these writings. Yeah, let me show you the fonts that I use for them. Then you go and search for the font. So you see this one I use Viva's new cyclic font. For this one, Viva's new cyclic font. You'll be able to see it. Okay, then for this one too, I use Viva's new cyclic. Okay, so I made use of only this font, Viva's new cyclic font. Then for this writings here, I made use of Montserrat Classic. So you are going to make use of only two fonts here. Okay, Montserrat Classic font and the Viva's new Cyrillic font. Okay, these are the two fonts that will be used for this first page. And make sure you design your first page so attractive, okay, that it will be able to catch people's attention. So make sure you design it very well, properly. Okay, so the remaining things that you do is you just click on this plus sign to add page. Once you click on this plus sign, you will keep on adding pages. You see? Okay, so this background, the background of the remaining pages. So I'm going to show you how I accomplish it. Okay, so you just click on this plus sign here. Then you come to this. Okay, let me go back to element. Then you're going to search for wobby line, abstract wobby line. You're going to search for this. Okay, then you are going to click on this particular one. Yeah, I hope you'll be able to see it. After you click on it, then you are going to increase its size like this. Increase its size like this. Okay, then you will come to this transparency. Reduce this transparency to 10. Okay, or 12. Let me just give it 12 transparency. Okay, then click on this plus sign to duplicate it. Then you come and place it down here. Okay, then what we'll do next now is you will press this shape. Then you will click on this select multiple. Okay, this select multiple. Then you select them together. Then you click on this group to group them. So you see, so that is how I accomplish this particular background. So you don't need to do this thing repeated times. All what you have to do is after you have done this, you just click on this plus sign. Okay, not this one. Let me delete it. Okay, so just click on this duplicate to duplicate this background. After you must be inside your background, inside the page that you are working on. Then you just click on this duplicate to duplicate it. Okay, you see, once you click on duplicate, you duplicate it. So you'll keep on duplicating it until it reaches the actual pages that you want. So after you must have done that, then you go and input all your writing. As you can see, and you'll be able to do that. You will input your logo here, your names, and you write all this writing. It's not necessary for you to make use of this writing. Okay, I'm going to send you the writings, all these writings. I'm going to send you them. Then you will go and you will spread them one by one and arrange them properly, the way I do it like this. So that is how you do it. And after you are done with your design, you'll come to this last page at the end. Okay, you'll do the same thing. You will take out that background. Then you will place a shape on top of it. You reduce the transparency. Then you will input all these writings that you are seeing now. You can make use of your picture, and you go and search for these icons. You will not search for like icon for this one. You search for comment icon for this one. You search for share icon for this one, and you search for save icon for this one. Okay, then you go and resize them and place them exactly the way you see them here inside this reference material. That is how you will make it. So after you have done with your design, I know by now you know how to save your work. You just click on this drop down icon here. Okay, to save them, you just click on this drop down icon. You see, but this one, as what you see now, don't pay for image. Get Canva Pro Themes, unlock this image. You see, I cannot be able to save it if you are not using Canva Pro. Okay, so I have already explained to you on how to get Canva Pro, and I know most of you are using Canva Pro right now. So you will just go ahead and save your carousel design, as simple as that, and use it for your Instagram content. So I think that's all for this tutorial. Meet you guys in the next class. Thank you.